Hi everyone, this is your happiness coach and psychologist Sakshi Mandhyan. Today I'm here with a very interesting sports person. Her name is Jaya Lakshmi. She is an international archer and has done a lot of uh, work for our country. She has brought a lot of name and fame for us in the field of archery. So we'll get a lot of insight into Jaya Lakshmi's life, how she has worked her way in this field of archery. We'll also learn how she kept herself mentally healthy to reach the ambition that she has. So over to you, Jaya Lakshmi.
Yes, hello everyone. As Sakshi ma'am has introduced you all to me, I would like to say, see, mental health is something that we all ignore. क्योंकि कहीं पे physically आपको चोट लगती है तो वो चोट दिखती है. You go to your physiotherapist, we go to the doctor and get it treated. But something most people ignore, tend to ignore is the mental health. And as we are here today, mental health is something that is extremely important and is something that is taking a faster pace nowadays amongst youngsters also, and and the elder people as well. So this is an issue, something that needs to be addressed on. And yes, that's it.
So, brilliant, Jayalakshmi. Yes, mental health is an issue that is to be addressed. But
Yes.
we would want to learn more about you. That how has your life journey been? कैसे आपने अपने आप को स्ट्रॉन्ग रखा अपने गोल्स के लिए? आई एम श्योर आपकी भी लाइफ में जब आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे होगे इंटरनेशनल इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स के लिए काफी सारी जगहों पे प्रॉब्लम्स आई होंगी, बोथ फिजिकली एंड मेंटली एंड एनवायरमेंटली. तो आपने अपने आप को कैसे हेल्दी रखा? आपने क्या क्या चीजें फॉलो करी कि आप अपने एम्बिशन तक और विजन तक पहुंच पाए?
See, when I started archery at a very young age, like when I was 8 years old, and right from the inception, my parents were very supportive. Now, again, this is something parents need to understand, that they need to support whatever goals their children have to achieve, or they are planning their children to achieve. Their support is extremely important, and I couldn't have asked for anything more, and they were extremely supportive, which is one of the reasons I am what I am today. So after I got into this archery and I started playing, there were many n number of problems that existed, like not only my failures but also something that people induced upon, like अब क्या करेगी, हो तो गया आर्चरी, कुछ हो नहीं रहा है इसमें, इट्स एन इंटरनेशनल इवेंट, इतना लुक्रेटिव स्पोर्ट भी नहीं है, इतना जानते नहीं है लोग, बट स्टिल यू आर हैंगिंग ऑन टू इट एंड still not able to perform well. And then I didn't give up. I kept training on both the sides, physical and mental. We had a psychologist, Gunjan, and he was very much supporting, and he made us do all the relaxation techniques, and there were various other techniques that he used upon me. And then it was something that helped me a lot, and I've then started winning medals. I mean, in the initial stages, I did perform really well. I got achievements at a very young age. Like at the age of 13, I was the youngest archer to participate in senior world championships. And I've represented India at the World Cups, Asian Championships, Asia Cups, Junior World Championships, and so on. But after about 7 years or 10 years, I started continuously dropping my performance. Phases one went on, just hit the rock bottom, and I could not take that pressure, because when you जब आप करते जाते हो and you get successes, and then later all of a sudden you hit the rock bottom, it just shatters you. And that's what exactly happened with me, and I was extremely depressed, like why I'm not able to do it again. I have done it before, why am I not able to do it again? Then there were a team of psychologists who were at the Indian camp along with us, along with the team, and they have helped me a lot. And they made me do many breathing techniques. And along with our yoga trainer, we did meditation, pranayam, and everything to make myself calm and composed. And then again, I'm back at it. And today I'm now because of coronavirus we are back home. Otherwise I was in Sports Authority of India, Sonipat, and currently practicing over there.
So tell me one thing. You said that you didn't give up when the problems came your way, which is something that everybody who's watching this video should learn, that problems do come our way. The only thing that you have to remember is that you do not give up. If you give up, there is no way that you reach the goal that you have kept for yourself. But apart from that, you spoke about the relaxation techniques and breathing techniques that a lot of psychologists helped you with, to calm yourself. So how important is calmness, and how important is breathing technique for keeping you focused? What are the
See,
benefits
when
you got out of them, and if you can share one of the breathing techniques that you use?
see, breathing, when things get on your nerves, when you take a deep breath and exhale slowly and inhale again back slowly, there's a sense of calmness within you that gets into you, and then you get an opportunity to think better about the situation. Because I don't feel giving up is ever an option. It shouldn't be an option at all, because if you're giving up, then why did you even start all of it? When you're already halfway and you're about to reach your goal, things do take adverse turns and stuff like that. So there's something you can do, like you can do a lot of self positive talk, that like what has happened, and let us again start fresh, make goals, and write down what are the strengths and weaknesses, what are my weaknesses, what I need to perform on or work upon, and things like that. And yes, breathing is something that has helped me calm down, like extremely to a very calm level, and made me rethink again on how should I work upon, and it has kept me composed. What I do for breathing exercises is I do 20 minutes of pranayam every day in the morning. Like I do Anulom Vilom, there is Kapal Bhati pranayam, and there are many others like that. Or simply you just close your eyes and take a deep breath and do that Om chanting thing. That also gives you a lot of composure around you, and it gives you a chance to explore yourself, look into yourself, which is, I think, the most important thing.
Okay. So, like you heard, she said that, uh, whenever you are thinking of giving up, ask yourself why in the first place you started. It is very easy to think negative when failures come our way. It is very easy for us to say that, "Oh, this won't work, let it be. Why am I putting so much effort into it?" But we have to remember that why in the first place we started with our goal. What was the reason that we thought that this is something that I'm going to do? So you remember this question whenever you think of giving up, that why did I start in the first place? And second, like Jaya Lakshmi mentioned, that breathing helps you to uh, align yourself with your body and mind. It helps you to sync internal self with the external environment. So you should practice breathing techniques to keep yourself composed and calm, especially during the anxiety situations, or when the times are difficult. uh, yeah, that's what you do. um, Jaya Lakshmi, I wanted to ask you one thing again, that we were
Mm-hmm.
discussing before we started this video, that how you have been a lifelong learner all this while that you have been practicing, and your goal has still been um, you're still working on your goal, and you're still on that journey, and there are still a lot of things that you want to accomplish. And you were telling me about the target that you have for the coming years. So could you be able
Yes.
to help us about how constant learning is important, and what is your current goal, and how you are fulfilling that goal?
See, self growth is a continuous process, and you never stop learning from each and every situation. Not only in our professional life, in every situation, everywhere you get to see a lot and learn a lot, even around you. My goals were I always set up long term goals. Like I have to achieve a big world champion in the next world championship that is going to happen, which is scheduled to be held next year if coronavirus thing gets into place. But let's see if it happens next year. And if it, yes, that's my goal, to get a medal over there, to be a world champion. It has always been my goal. And in between, there are various other tournaments. I have a bronze medal at the Junior World Championships twice. I have a silver at the Asian Championship. I have a gold at the Asia Cup. Even after achieving these laurels, they are just stepping stones to my ultimate goal, like my world championship. And I'm continuously working upon it. I practice daily. I practice on my physical health. I work out every day. And every day after I get up in the morning and I freshen up, the first thing I do is 20 minutes of pranayam. And that is extremely beneficial for everyone. Even if you're not having any anxiety issue or anything, you should still practice pranayam for at least 20 minutes every day, even if not in the morning, at least before you sleep or any time during the day. And also practice gratitude, that you're still at a better place wherever you are, and that's what's most important.
Brilliantly put across, Jayalakshmi. So yes, what you have to do is that for learning, practice is something which is very important. Like she was mentioning right now, that she also practices every day to achieve her goal. She's not overconfident. She doesn't think that I know it all, and she puts her effort every day. To achieve her goal and to improve herself and to keep that consistency. Uh, so for you also, whenever you're planning a big term goal, a long term goal, uh, important is that you plan for the short term goals, and every day keep yourself disciplined to work towards those goals. um, the dedication is very important. If you do not keep the dedication with you, it is very difficult for you to have a learning mindset and to reach the long term vision that you have planned for yourself. So yes, that's what you are supposed to do. um, Brilliantly put, Lakshmi. I am hoping that you soon get the world championship for yourself, and you're able to
Thank you.
achieve the goal and the vision that you have for you and the country. um, Other than that, tell me one thing, which is the last question that I would ask you.
Mhm.
So how would you advise the people around us who can take some inspiration for you to get going with their daily life? What are the few things that they should do other than the meditation that you have spoken about previously? What all can they do to keep themselves focused, to keep themselves growing, and to take life as it comes?
See, the answer is in the question itself. Take life as it comes. And a few things that you can do daily, on a daily basis, make it a lifestyle, is uh, practice physical training at least for 30 minutes a day. Practice pranayam for at least 20 minutes a day. Sleep for 7 to 8 hours. Keep yourself hydrated. Have at least 5 to 6 servings of vegetables, 3 servings of fruits, and keep glowing and work towards your goals.
Oh, absolutely. Uh, Also, I forgot
Yes.
to tell you this before I wind up, that Lakshmi has actually studied a lot. It's not that she just focused on archery, but she also has studied a lot and done a lot of degrees, and gained a lot of knowledge even in various other fields. So, Lakshmi, would you highlight what all have you studied, so that people know that it is, there is no stereotype that when you're following one thing, you cannot pursue your studies. So if you're pursuing sports, you cannot pursue studies. You can do both as well, provided you have the interest and zeal to focus on both things, and with the right action plan for yourself.
Yes. See, there are many, in fact, in a country like India, where it's stereotyped that people who are into sports, they have no education, they have no originality, they have no they know nothing about studies. But it's not like that. I have done like after finishing my 12th, I got enrolled myself into BBA. Then I did MBA in marketing and sales management, and then I did BCom. Then I did MA in public administration, and then I did diploma in industrial relations and personal management. And now I'm currently enrolled in MA sociology. Uh, whether these I'm already working as a taluka sports officer for the district called Aheri, but I just keep studying so that I don't lose touch with studies. Just being into sports and playing thing, I still have to focus on my books, my reading part as well. So this is why I take degrees after degrees. I just to keep it going. So it's a very good thing. Most people ignore the study part. This is actually on the parents part. They should encourage children to take up both sports and education. Sports do give you a fit life. At least you'll end up being healthier and fitter in the long run. Even though if you're not able to perform so well at a good level, but still you'll end up having a fitter and healthy life. But when you combine it with studies, you are able to take life as it comes. Gives you more patience, more knowledge. You can actually put that knowledge into practice while even playing your game. So both things can be managed, and that's what I think everyone should do.
Wow, that's highly motivational and inspiring, Jayalakshmi. So,
Thank you.
to sum up this conversation, I would reiterate what Jayalakshmi helped us understand today. One, that parents should be, you know, quite supportive for their child's life choices. If they want to pursue something, let them do and help them with the resources so that they are able to accomplish their goals. Um, Second thing that we should focus upon is the power of mental health. Without mentally keeping yourself healthy, it is difficult for you to attain a balanced uh, a balanced attitude towards your goals and vision. So uh, focus on your mental health. Do a lot of relaxation techniques and breathing techniques to calm yourself down. Life is a ever learning platform, and there is a lot to learn, provided you keep an open mind for learning and not think that you know it all. So keep on learning, keep on practicing. More you practice, more you are able to be consistent with your goals and improve and reach the success. Lastly, education and sports can go hand in hand. Whenever you kids are planning, or parents are planning to put their kids in sports, important is that we also focus upon the education as well. Like Lakshmi has been studying and even working and practicing for her archery. With the right attitude and the right motivational mindset, we can achieve it and we'll be able to keep ourselves going. Remember that you do not have to give up. Whenever there is a point where you feel that there are difficult times, focus on why did you begin in the first place, and it will help you to sail through the difficult times as well. So did I miss anything, Jayalakshmi, or was I able to?
That's it.
And
That's it.
okay, thank you so much, Jay Lakshmi. It was lovely talking to you. I hope
It
people
was lovely. Yes.
see you when they hear from you, get inspired. Your life makes difference to a lot of people around us. To keep
Thank you.
motivated, to all my viewers, hope that we are able to keep ourselves healthy, not just physically, but mentally, socially, and spiritually as well. Hope to see you
Thank you.
again with more videos and insights from various other people. Thank
Sure.
you. See you soon.
Thank you. Yes.